Are you trying to find other ways to make money online? Well, I may just have an idea that you'd be interested in. Hey everybody, welcome back. In today's video tutorial, we're going to talk about just that. So we're going to talk about something that you may not have thought about in order to make passive income online, and that is how to create an ebook. And we're going to do that specifically in Canva. So we're jumping over here to Canva, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go up to the search bar here, and we're going to type in ebook template. So we're going to pull up, it looks like about 111,000 different template designs that you can browse and scroll through in order to make this ebook. So really it's going to be based upon your niche, your topic, whatever you're looking to create. And this is something that you're going to be able to create once. And once you have it created and designed and crafted and perfected, then you can literally have it saved as a PDF and you can sell it if that's what you choose to do. So what we're going to do is, if you scroll down here in Canva, you can see there's two different sizes that you're looking at. So the first one, this first template looks a little bit bigger. So if you hover over the template itself, you'll notice in the bottom left corner, it'll say one of, maybe one of two, two of four, that kind of thing. This indicates that it's the actual ebook template with pages. So there's another ebook template right here, and that is the cover, the book cover. So this one actually is also a ebook, but this one is a little bit bigger. So this one is just going to be the cover. So the cover of the ebook. So if you don't like the cover of the template that you choose, you can always scroll down here and you can choose something else, and everything that you see here is easily customizable. So let's jump right in. So I'm going to make, for this tutorial, we're going to do a video tutorial about pizza. Who doesn't like pizza? Some people might not like pizza, but we're going to do this about pizza to make it fun. So I'm going to click on this one, click on customize this template, and it's going to open up the template right here in Canva so we can start editing it. So if you see here, this is the first page, basically the front page of the ebook. Nice graphic, really high quality, kind of gives you an idea what it's going to be about. And then if you scroll down, it divides it into different pages. So you can see page 2, there's a contents, scroll down a little further, and then it goes to chapter 1, and it gives an idea of a picture you can put in there. And then chapter 4, or page 4, excuse me, goes down and actually gives you an ingredient list. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to do a mock-up of an ebook. So let's say pizza is our topic. So there's really 3 places that I suggest looking for images for this if you don't want to use a stock image. And I definitely recommend not using the stock image, because you don't want somebody to come along in Canva and say, oh, you just use the stock images. That's not very unique, or it's not professional. So what I'm going to do is I like to use unsplash.com, which is totally free, royalty free, commercial free. Also Pexels. So Pexels.com is the same, commercial free, royalty free images, really, really high quality images. So what we're going to look at here is we want this background image right here to be a nice pizza image, something that's inviting. So I'm going to click it first, the image itself, and I'm going to click delete. And what it's going to do is it's going to leave us with just the text, which is fine. So let's find an image. So we're going to go to Unsplash. I'm going to type in pizza, and it's going to come up with a bunch of different things, a bunch of different images. This one looks pretty good. This one also does. How about we use this one? So click on the image and then click on download. And then I usually like to use medium because the file size is going to be a little bit bigger and it's going to be more crisp, more clear. So if you didn't like that one, you could always go over to Pexels and type in the same thing, pizza. Or you can type in whatever kind of pizza or whatever the image you were searching for, and just scroll down. So we're going to go with the image that we chose originally. However, if you don't find something in Unsplash or Pexels, what you can do is you can actually search within Canva. So what we can do is I'm going to search for pizza. So we're going to go down to, you're going to click on elements first, and we're going to search for pizza. So what it breaks it down to is it's going to break it down to into graphics, which are more cartoony type of thing, which is not what we're looking for, photos and videos. So obviously photos is what we're looking for. And these are all, again, if you're a Canva subscriber, specifically someone who pays for Canva Pro, you can take advantage of these images that have a little crown that say Pro next to them. So you can use any of these images, even if it's a free account. It's copyright free, royalty free, so feel free to use whatever you like. If you guys are liking this content so far, if you could please give it a thumbs up, that would greatly help out the channel. I'd really appreciate it. So, and if this is making you hungry, leave a comment down below and say, you made me hungry, it's not even time for lunch or dinner. Okay, so let's go down here, let's scroll down. We could see if there's anything that, I'm not really seeing anything that stands out that catches my eye. So let's just go with the original image that we downloaded for the background. So I'm gonna click on uploads, and then we're gonna click on upload file. And then here's the one we downloaded. So click on open. And then it's going to open over here to the left-hand side. And then once you see it, you can click on it. And you can see that automatically the black text is in front of the image, which is what we want. We want the image to be stuck to the background. So you may have to do a little kind of sizing tweaking here. So if you scroll down, you can see these little dots. If you click with your left mouse button and you drag, you can take the image and drag it a little bit further and make it fill up the entire size, the entire space. So obviously the black text on the background doesn't look that good. So we're gonna actually change this here. We're gonna change it to white. So click on this little A with some colors in it. I'm gonna click on white here, and I'm gonna do the same over here with this. So I'm gonna click on white, and then at home, I'm gonna click on white. Okay. And then down here, there's a volume 1. So we want to make sure to make that white too. You want to make it consistent, and you want to make it look as professional as possible. If you don't like these fonts, that's no problem. You can click here on the font, and you can scroll down, and you can just kind of see visually what font you might like. And if you want to click something else, you can click it, and then it'll actually change the font for the specific word that you have clicked on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this just to give us a more unique feel. So I'm going to say and we're going to call this ebook just pizza. So just pizza. And then I'll just put this, we love. Just pizza we love. Okay, and volume 1 is fine, since this is going to be the first edition of this ebook. So this is going to be our front page of the ebook that we're creating. So if you scroll down, the second page, if you think about a book or any other PDF, you definitely don't want images on every page, because unless it's a smaller image, maybe like an accent image, because if you have images on every page, it's going to be hard to read the text depending on how big the image is. So what we can do up here is we can go up here, and instead of contents, we can just type in chapters, or we can even just type in pizzas. And then for chapter 1, we can rename this cheese pizza. Maybe chapter 2, we'll call it sausage pizza. And then how about number 3, we do veggie pizza. That sounds good. Okay, so now we're telling the reader, whoever is reading our ebook, what the chapters are. So, and think about a chapter, you can think about a chapter as in its own separate page. So if we scroll down, we're on page 2. If you're flipping a book, you're going to flip page 1, page 2. So now let's get on to page 3. So page 3 is going to be the first, basically the first chapter. So we want a nice image right here. If we're following this template, we want a nice image that really really makes the reader salivate and want to have that pizza badly. So chapter 1, we called it cheese pizza. So we're going to do chapter 1, and we're going to do cheese pizza. So once again, we're going to click on the image, we're going to hit delete, and then let's go over here to Pexels, and let's see what we can find. So I'm going to actually search for cheese pizza this time. So cheese pizza. I can spell, sorry. Okay, so let's scroll down. Let's see, can we find a cheese pizza here? Okay. If we're not finding anything here, we can always go, this one's got olives, so that doesn't really count. So let's go back here. Let's go back to Unsplash. So we'll do the same thing. Cheese pizza. Okay. So let's see. Okay, I'm not finding anything here. So let's go back over to Canva, and let's do a search. So we're going to click on elements, and we're going to type in cheese pizza. Okay. And we're going to want something that's a little bit longer. So this looks like a nice image right here. So this image obviously is not, it's not going to fill up the entire page. So what we want to do is we want to stretch it out a little bit, and we want to actually, I want to flip it just to kind of give it a little unique look. So I'm going to flip it and make the pizza on the bottom so it's upright. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it all the way and stretch it down. So I'm going to take it from the top and just hold the left mouse button, stretch it all the way down. And then there's still some white space here at the bottom. So I'm going to keep holding that down. Okay. So now we're going to take this, we want to make this white. So to make it stand out, chapter 1, cheese pizza. So we are going to make this white and make this white. Remember, you can customize, you can make this a little bit bigger if this is not big enough, if the font's not big enough. You can make it a little bit bigger, and you can take it up here, or you can move it kind of around. Whatever you choose, however it looks pleasing to you, if you know, you want to make it as professional as possible. So you think about if you were reading it, if you opened a PDF and you were following a pizza book. So we wanted to have something that's really nice and pleasing and kind of teasing the next page. So if you go down, we're going to go down to page 4, and this is where we get to the ingredients part. So you can keep all these little elements here. If you don't like them, you can always delete them, but there's also a image at the bottom. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to name this homemade cheese pizza. And we have ingredients here, but let's just say, for example, you don't know what ingredients are in order to make a cheese pizza. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to ChatGPT, and we're going to say, write me a list of detailed ingredients to make a cheese pizza. And we're going to see what exactly it comes up with. So this is great. It's given us the entire steps we need. And this is stuff that we can put in our ebook. If you don't have a recipe, maybe a family recipe passed down, or you don't have something that you know you want to put in, you can always copy and paste this if you want. You can tweak it to make it your own. Obviously use that human element, the human content. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually highlight this. This is for the pizza dough. So I'm going to hit copy, and I'm going to go over here back to the ebook, and I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to copy and paste that. So this is the ingredients for the pizza dough. So ingredients for pizza dough. And then if you want to spread this out a little bit, then we can take this and actually move this over. Okay, so, and you can move this up. We can make this a little bit bigger. So here's the ingredients. So let's make this a little bit bigger just so it might be a little easier to see. All right, so let's highlight it all, make it a little bit bigger. Okay. All right, so this image on the bottom obviously doesn't have to do with pizza. So we're gonna delete this, and let's see what we can find here. This one actually looks like a nice image of a cheese pizza. So let's click that, and we're gonna drag the image in, and we kind of want it roughly the same size as before, just to kind of give it the symmetrical look on a book if you were reading a book. And this is a digital book, so we want to make sure that it's very pleasing but also is informative at the same time. If you guys are enjoying this content, if this is really easy to follow and you're really enjoying this, please consider subscribing to the channel. That would greatly help us out. And drop a like on the video if you like this, and let me know in the comments how this is going. If you would consider creating an ebook and selling it. This is something that is, I'm sure, an untapped market. For most people, they don't really think about ebooks as something that you can sell. But once you create it and you have it, you create it and you download it and you make it your own, that's the beauty of the part of an ebook for passive income. You create it once, and then that's it. You can just set it for sale. So, and that'll be another video down the road, so stay tuned for that, how to actually sell the ebook that you've created here. So let's just say, for example, that this is the ebook that you want, and there's obviously going to be more steps, but I don't want to run on too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to save it. So we have to save it. Here's our title, or our file name, just pizza ebook. And then once you have the file name, we're going to hit share, and then we'll click on download. And then what we're going to do is, we don't want PNG because we want this to be something that's going to be more high quality, but it has to add the images and act as a true ebook. So we're going to click the drop down menu for the file type, and we're going to actually do PDF standard. And the reason we're doing that is because that's the best for documents and for emailing. If you wanted to print this, you could print it, but for this instance, we're talking about an ebook. We're assuming it's going to be your digital product that you're going to sell. So you want to save it as best for documents and emailing. So, and we want to make sure we do all 4 pages because we want all the pages in our ebook. So click on download, and then we are going to wait for it to be done. Okay, so it's done. So this is our ebook that we just created. So just pizza we love. Scroll down. Page 2, it gives us the types of pizzas. Page 3 gives us a nice picture of cheese pizza. Now I'm hungry. I might be ordering pizza for lunch. And then we scroll down and it gives you the ingredients list. So remember, you can take advantage of ChatGPT or another AI generated software in order to create the recipe for you, unless you have some sort of a recipe in mind or family recipe. And this is a nice looking book, and it's a PDF. So that means you can email it, you can share it, and you can make it downloadable. So that is how you create an ebook in Canva. I really hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you do, please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. It would greatly help out the channel. Until next time, be well, be safe. Thank you.